National Press presents Fall Guys, performed by Gemma Whelan. Carl Lumsdaine decelerated from 125 miles per hour to 20 in a little over a second. Grunting as his body pulled 5G, he exhaled loudly and was grateful for it. During the previous 3 minutes, he had fallen through the air at terminal velocity, breathing oxygen through a mask and monitoring his altitude on a wrist-mounted display. Now, he hung below the rectangular canopy of a Special Air Service tactical parachute and gauged, in a green haze of night vision goggles, the correct time to flare the chute and step lightly onto the desert sands of Syria. Within 2 minutes, the other 3 members of his patrol had joined him in the leeward shelter of low hills, looking out over a flat desert floor that extended north to a small town called Hashia. It was 0:40 hours local, but the night was far from still. A steady drone of truck engines could be heard off to the north and west, their headlights forming a twin-forked silver river, flowing towards an encampment that Carl and his patrol knew was a makeshift command post. "Thought it was meant to be relatively empty," Simon Fargo Wells asked in a nasal, brummy drawl. His throat mic picked up the whisper and delivered it snugly into the ears of the others. "Ensel, what do you expect?" Mike Bradley, a scouser known as Tash for his upper lip proclivities, replied. "Yeah, well, if they've got a shed load of kit inbound, then it's good news for us and bad for them. The more stuff they have, the more we can break. It'll be our sacrifice to whatever version of God's in control down there. Come on," Carl said. He checked one last time that their chutes were buried out of sight, hefted up his personal kit, and followed the patrol's pathfinder, Billy McAllister, a squat, thick-set Ulsterman, into the desert night. With the sand, the heat, and the equipment they carried, it took 35 minutes to cover the first 4 kilometers. Slowing considerably to ensure they weren't detected, it took a further 35 minutes to close the last 1,500 meters. Eventually, they got to a sheltered depression in the easternmost wall of the hills, 1,300 meters from the outer perimeter of the command post. In reality, it was no more than a ramshackle collection of vehicles, tents, and caravans, which had made moderate attempts to camouflage and conceal itself in the middle of a war zone. All of the effort was completely negated by the steady stream of trucks and a series of jerry-rigged spotlights that illuminated the surrounding desert, like the pitch of some crazed sports stadium. All 4 SAS men began a systematic sweep with high magnification scopes. They hadn't been doing it for a minute when Billy whispered, "There's our boy." He paused, adjusted the magnification on his scope, and checked the range indicator. "Largest of the spotlight gantries, 1,800, half left, in the cab of the open tray pickup, with the oversized anti-aircraft gun in the back. All seen." The other 3 confirmed they had eyes on the target 1,800 meters away. Even at that distance, given the optics they possessed, the identification was easy. "How about that?" Fargo said. "Last time we had a job like this, it took 2 days for that Iraqi guy to show up. Seems the Syrian branch of ISIS are much more punctual and considerate." "Call it in," Carl said. Tash flicked a switch on the compact radio set that nestled on his hip like a clingy toddler. "Romeo Uniform Control. We have Tango Alpha 1 identified. Request immediate dispatch of package, over." "Roger Lima, Golf 9. Package is at +5 readiness. Scrambling now. Stand by, stand by."
Hi, thanks for watching. We hope you're enjoying our interviews and book readings. And if you are, please leave us a comment. Tell us what your favourite book genres are. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll never miss out on any new content as soon as we post it.